Hello everyone, Hitman Hughlime here, hungry for some huge Hitman world records. Today, I thought I'd go through my last world record speedrun of Hitman, the first game in the World of Assassination trilogy, with you. This run goes through the main missions in the Hitman campaign, so Paris through Hokkaido, and I have to complete them in silent assassin rating, suit only, meaning I can't get spotted, non-accident kill bodies can't get found, and I have to do it all in my beautiful winter suit. Before we begin, I'd like to go through some prerequisites for speedrunning Hitman, specifically under the Hitman 2016 engine. If you want to get into speedrunning Hitman, I'd strongly recommend getting a third-party crosshair. I use a red dot on my LG monitor. You can also use Crosshair V2 on the Microsoft Store. Essentially, this gives you a dot on your screen, so you always know where 47 is pointing at, making lining up shots like the virus on Sapienza way easier. If you have a programmable mouse, personally I like to bind my mouse button 5 to escape so I can exit missions quicker. I think it's easier than performing finger gymnastics to hit escape on my keyboard. I'd also recommend going through the guides on the speedrun.com page made by Solder and Woe. This run uses a few exploits like the ledge drop on Paris to skip certain parts of the mission. I'll do my best to explain them in the run, but here's a quick demonstration of the ledge drop. Essentially, you want to drop an item in front of a ledge and press F and X in a very quick succession. And when I say quick succession, I basically mean at the same time. It doesn't work super consistently, but if you practice it enough, you'll get the hang of it. One final note, this run was done using Peacock. If you want to learn more about it, I'll have their Discord link down below. Basically, it's a local server replacement for IOI servers that gives you access to all the unlocks you own, but it also has a ton of other fun functions like custom contracts. With that out of the way, we can finally get on with the first sub 10 minute Hitman 2016 SASO speedrun. This run, like many others, starts on Paris. We're going to start undercover at the Iago auction with a rubber duck, breaching charges, and a pistol.
That is Dalia Margolis, supermodel turned spy master.
After waiting the entire cutscene, we're going to place a rubber duck right here and run over towards the runway.
Knowledge without power.
Detonating the duck will drop a chandelier on Dalia Margolis' head.
Well done, 47. Victor Novikov is next.
Then we perform our first and only ledge drop, skipping a huge part of the mission and taking us right down to the runway. Then we detonate a breaching charge, which will panic the crowd. We'll get Novikov by blowing him up with a fire extinguisher.
Hey, you dropped your...
Both targets are down. Great work. Now head towards an exit.
That's our first mission completed in just over 50 seconds, setting a strong pace compared to previous runs. In fact, we're already 19 seconds out of the previous world record. The second map is Sapienza. We only need to bring in a pistol and a breaching charge. The Sapienza run is a bit long, so I'll cut it into smaller segments. If you want to watch the uncut version of the run, it will be in the description. We are going to get Francesca with a virus prototype found in this model ship. When thrown, the virus will kill DeSantis as a poison. We will then wait for Caruso to stand under the planetarium, where we can get him as an accident kill.
Ether's field lab. You made it.
You can destroy the virus by shooting it from up here. You can also jump down this ledge quickly by pressing space whilst being scoped in.
It's complete. Now head towards an exit.
And that's our second map completed in 2 minutes and 13 seconds, bringing our total time to 3 minutes and 3 seconds. Next up we've got Marrakesh. It's a pretty fun route. I believe it was made by FKGFW. For this one, we're gonna bring the Napoleon, the proximity duck, and the silver baller.
Now to locate Klaus Strandberg.
This setup for Klaus is pretty cool. By aiming at the wall here, we can drop the Napoleon in a place where only Klaus will hear it. We can do this because 47's hand is clipped through the wall, and it happens to be the same hand where items are dropped from. We can also drop a proximity duck that will detonate when Klaus investigates the area.
Hello?
To infiltrate the school area, we're gonna shoot 2 shots behind this guard's head. And we're gonna knock both of the guards out.
Some guy is being
Then we're gonna try and hit a body shot on one of Ray's guards. Make sure not to move 47 until the guard's alerted icon has shown. Then we are going to distract these guards by shooting the wall behind them until bullet impact notice has shown.
Command, got one trap.
We're going to shoot a gas tank in the room where Reza Zaydan panics to.
Target down. Move on to Klaus Strandberg.
It's okay. Thanks for asking. He's upstairs right now working on this novel.
Then, as you beeline it to the exit, Klaus will explode, and you can leave the mission. With a 124 on Marrakesh, already on the 3rd map, we are put 39 seconds ahead of the previous world record. Now onto the worst map of this run. On Bangkok, we're only going to bring a silver baller and an explosive duck.
Welcome to Bangkok, 47. Ken Morgan has booked the Queen Suite but has yet to check in. You will find him in and around the restaurant. Oddly enough, Jordan Cross seems completely unaware of his presence. Cross and the class have set up a recording studio in the Emperor's Suite on the 3rd floor. Private security around Cross and his entourage is highly capable. Still, I'm sure you can find your way into his inner circle. After all, today is Jordan Cross's 27th birthday. The age when rock stars die. Good luck, 47.
After watching 30 seconds of this awful cutscene, we can finally make our way into the hotel. A lot of people don't actually know that the game progresses during the cutscene. By waiting out the cutscene, we don't have to wait for Ken Morgan to walk under a chandelier. Instead, he'll be conveniently right under one when we get to a vantage point.
Target down. Now on to Jordan Cross.
To gain access to the upper floors, we're going to panic everyone by exploding the rubber duck.
Excuse me.
Conveniently again, we make it just in time in Jordan's cycle to where he walks past a fire hydrant on the other side of the building. At first, this shot may seem tricky as you're shooting blind at a small fire extinguisher on the other side of the hotel, but it's perfectly doable if you don't mess up the timing with Jordan. I'm gonna skip the rest of the run as it's essentially just a minute of walking to the exit. But that's Bangkok done in 2 minutes and 2 seconds. Now onto the most challenging run in the entire Hitman trilogy, Colorado. This map didn't go exactly as planned, but I'll explain why during it. For this mission we will pack our silver baller, a lethal syringe, and our breaching charges. With 2 breaching charges, infiltrating the house is very simple. Our first kill will be on Sean Rose. When the timer hits 21, we shoot the gas tank of the car he is passing, and blow up the car before making our way downstairs. After picking up a second lethal syringe, we shoot the fuse box and isolate Ezra.
Not a friggin' maintenance man here.
After poisoning Ezra, I'm scanning the house for guards. During the moments after the car explosion, guards can move unpredictably. Ideally, the guard that is on the balcony will have lowered his guard by now, and have began walking downstairs. Fortunately, the run is still salvageable, albeit at a small time loss. The second syringe was used to poison Ardil.
Graves is down.
Now we can 3D print the mask and distract the hacker that comes and investigates. Placing the gun in his field of view will cause the hacker to report the weapon to one of the guards.
Good work, 47. What?
The balcony guard is now starting his cycle, meaning that we'll encounter him on the staircase later in the run. Typically, I'd be able to now go directly to the balcony, but as the guard was still there when the hacker investigated, I was forced to play Ring Around the Rosie with the NPCs. Luckily, the timing was just right, and I was able to get to the balcony without getting spotted. We're also just in time for Maya Parvati to start moving towards the hay bale. We will shoot the hay bale as soon as Maya walks under it, and try and exit the mission without getting spotted. Here, I had to improvise as we see the guard walking up the stairs. I quickly fired a distraction shot and knocked him out.
Tornado shelter.
Luckily, I managed to exit the mission before his body was found.
Found.
Get
There
up.
we have the hardest mission of the run, done in 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Despite the hiccup, this segment is still 10 seconds faster than the previous run. We can finally move on to the last mission, Hokkaido. For this one, we're bringing in a pistol and an explosive. First, we need to panic Yuki and weaken the cable cart. When the icon above Yuki's head changes from escaping target to enforcer, if you shoot the cable car, Yuki will die instantly. This is because Yuki finds herself between the actual mission area and the cable cart itself.
Target down. Now it's time for sodas to retire.
To kill our last target of the run, we place an explosive on the window of Soder's operation room. Soder will die a few seconds after the explosion. We can then exit the mission via jet ski.
That's both targets down. Time to find an exit. We're done here.
And that's Hokkaido done in 1 minute and 7 seconds, giving us a final in-game time of 9 minutes 51 seconds. Almost a minute faster than the previous world record. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this style of video, as it's typically not what I post. The full uncut run will be linked in the description, and don't hesitate to check out the other videos on my channel, as I've got hundreds of other Hitman speedruns on there.